8, 3, 2.
Okay, well, before I actually talk about me, I am going to share something that I had to experience when I had someone stay at my house, and I won't tell you till the end. But someone had to come stay at our house because their parents were not able to be with them at the moment. Like, she had to be with us. And she came up to my mom and asked my mom if she could borrow a glass. And we all looked at her like we didn't know what she was talking about. So we look at her and we're like, yeah, you can borrow a glass. And she pretty much told us that she didn't know if she could use it because they all look so clean. And then, like, she had to stay with us for like a week or so. And then she asked us if, actually, like, me and my sister, she'd be like, Katie, are you hungry? And we'd say no. And then she'd be like, Allie, are you hungry? And we'd say no. And she's like, okay, never mind. And like, we would ask if they're hungry, and they'd be like, no, I'm fine. And this person is Anna Kenny that had to stay at our house. And that's just experiences I have in my life when people stay with me. My full name is Caitlin, and I just like to be called Katie. I don't know why I don't like Caitlin. The top picture is my little kid picture. I was a happy child. I liked everything, and that's one of my senior pictures. My family. This is my mom's side of the family, and I have two sides now because my mom and dad aren't together anymore, but we're all still getting along. And the top here is my mom and my aunt. And my mom is like my best friend. I would do absolutely anything for her, and I could tell her anything. And my aunt is right next to her, and they're sisters, and my aunt does absolutely everything for us and helps us out as much as we can. My grandma and grandpa are in the bottom corner. I still have my grandpa, but my grandma's not here. She died of cancer. And down here is, I don't know if you guys know Ryan Evans, but the first one's Ryan.
Oh, yeah.
And then Casey's little brother's a freshman, and then it's me and then my sister. And the top is Ryan and Casey now that they're older. This is my sister and me. We got along as little kids, but now that we're getting older, we have our feuds. We don't get along and agree all the time. The top picture is my first dog, Mandy, that I had ever since I was little, but she isn't with us anymore. And this picture here with the black dog is my dog, Ted, and I love him with all my heart. He's not little anymore. He's old and a pain. And this is a picture of me and my sister now that we're older. And this is my dad. It's hard to talk about my dad because we don't really talk anymore. As kids, we got along and we absolutely loved each other. But like, even when they were together, we didn't really know how to like be with us through everything we did. So now that they aren't together and he lives with my grandma, we don't really see each other a lot. Me and my sister have to pretty much like throw ourselves at him for us to see him because he really doesn't know how to be there for us now that he doesn't live with us. But we always have fun, and I don't have any pictures now of him that I'm older because he never liked getting his picture taken. And this is my dad's side of the family. My cousin Tony up at the top, my sister's sitting in his lap, and I don't see him much anymore because he moved to Grand Rapids and then he moved back, but he doesn't really talk to our family much anymore now that my grandpa's not with us. And my cousin Ricky that's his sister, and I don't have a picture of him because I don't have any pictures of him yet, but she has a kid now named Evan, and he's almost 3, and I absolutely love him. I'd do anything for him. I wish I got to see him more. And then my cousin Matt just graduated from Chip Hills, and the bottom sitting next to me, he graduated from Chip Hills. He went to Albion, but they didn't have programs that he wanted, so now he goes to Mid. And then my cousin Chris, he is a junior at Chip Hills, and we always have so much fun when we're together. As you can tell in the bottom picture, they have the cheesiest smile you can ever imagine. The first two set of people at the top is my Aunt Deb and Uncle Rick. I don't see Uncle Rick anymore because my Aunt Deb is divorced from him. Then I have my mom and my dad, and then my Aunt Pam and Uncle Chuck. Every Sunday with that family, we'd go and eat dinner with my grandma. Like, we'd go to she used to live in Shepherd, and we used to go to her house and have dinner every Sunday, and we'd all go play in the backyard, and she used to have a pool. But ever since my grandpa died, we're not as close anymore. And since my mom and dad's divorced, we don't go over there much anymore. But we still get to see each other, and we still all love each other. And my favorite thing to do, I wouldn't trade it for anything, would be softball. This is the top one is the varsity picture from last year. We didn't make it far at all. We lost our first game of district, so we weren't happy. But then the one with our cupcakes in our face, we won that game or the tournament, I don't know what it was. And then we won a tournament down the bottom, and that's my JV picture. And then the pink team is the team we had this summer. It's all of our varsity players, and we all got super close this year. And our team name was the Shocker, and we're holding up the Shocker sign.
I don't want to know, but I know.
Lex absolutely hated the color of our jerseys. She's not a pink person, so she hates seeing our shorts now that we wear them in practice because we have them. Pitching and hitting, that's what I do. This is me as a little kid when I'm hitting. It's embarrassing, but that's what I did. And then my JV year, hitting's in the top. I was pitching this summer, and that's my JV picture from pitching, and I wouldn't trade pitching for anything. I'm so happy that I get to be in the center, and I get to not really control the team, but I get to have an impact on how the team plays and how our games end up. And our other pitcher's Anna, and we go at every game together, and we're always there for each other and help each other out. My best friends and other friends that aren't as close. There's Brittany Reeve on the top. My cousin Ryan used to date her, and he recently broke up with her, but I still absolutely love her, and I don't ever want to lose her in my life. And there's Erica Heiner in the corner. She's just Erica. And then there's Harley, and Rachel Lackey, and Jody. And then my sister is pretty much like my best friend, and my sister, me and Becca are always together. And me and Becca were in Walmart trying on fun hats and being dumb. And then there's Jocelyn Forbes, and there's Harley again. And the picture in the center is freshman. The picture in the center is freshman, which I know people think it's odd that I'm best friends with freshmen, but as an older player, I help their teams out, and I'm always at their games or in their dugout and helping them out and telling them what they need to do to fix this or how to help them. So it's Shelby Kaiser, and then Candy Aids, and then me, and then Kelsey Muggenberg and Abby Muggenberg. And then the top is me hanging out with Kelsey and Hannah after one of their games because they love being around me. And my absolute best friends are Aaron, Colby, and Brittany. I don't know what I'd do without them. They are everything to me. I hang out with all of them every single day. And the bottom picture is after one of my parties. And the bottom is Aaron, Brittany, Colby, and then Jody Junker, and then me. And I found that last night when I was looking for a picture of my dad.
Just say that's a while back.
And it's in my room, and it's still in my picture frame because
I see Aaron and Brittany.
it's Aaron, then Brittany Davis, then Colby, and then Jody, and then me at the top. And Colby didn't want me to put that on there, but I love that picture because that shows how long we've been friends. We've been friends ever since we were little.
McKenna has the same smile.
And me and Brittany and Colby do everything together. Like Colby said, we went to Lansing and we went prom dress shopping. Well, Brittany isn't really a prom dress person, but she still tried to follow us.
Do you have pictures?
No. And so in the top picture, we were in the weight room and waiting for lunch to get there until we have to lift, so we were just messing around and we just had fun. And then me and Aaron recently got close. I don't know what made us start talking, but I am so happy because I go to her house like every weekend. We're always together, we do everything together, and I just don't know what I'd do without them. And that's my boyfriend, and He's something, and Chance Wentworth.
Yeah, nice four-wheeler.
It's his little cousin pushing him on it. I don't know why, but he is a moron sometimes. But I absolutely love him. We've been together. It was 4 months on the 18th, and if I didn't have him in my life now, I don't know what I'd do. It was kind of hard for me to get close to him because obviously everyone knows what's happened for the past 4 years. I was back and forth with someone that I don't want to talk about.
Thank you.
And I am still close to that person. I could be, but I don't really want to be. Like, it's hard for me to get close to people because of what that person put me through. But I'm so thankful that I've gotten close to him because his family absolutely loves me, and I love being over there. And his little cousins, I'll hang out with them, and every time they're at his house, they'll ask me to come over, and they're so excited when I get there because Chance doesn't play because there's Morgan, Paige, and Sydney, and they're little girls, so Chance isn't going to go play with a bunch of little girls because he doesn't want to play with Barbies and stuff. So when I go stay at the cottage with them, I play like with their Barbie dolls and everything, so they always have fun.
Think there's a chance Chance plays with them when nobody's around?
My absolute best friend. It's hard for me to talk about her because I don't get to see her at all anymore, but it's Shelby Hubert. I don't know if you probably won't know her because she moved at the end of 8th grade, and that is one person that I did absolutely everything with, and then end of 8th grade year I find out that she has to move to Traverse City. So, but freshman year, so I haven't been up there since freshman year, but freshman year, me and Erica Heiner went up and stayed all spring break with her, and we had an absolute blast. Wish we got to do more, but it was snowing when we went up there, so you couldn't do much because it was snowing. But that picture on the top, we were like 12, and it's embarrassing. And then this picture of just her, we used to go like, we took the four-wheeler and put a sled on the back, and we go out on the lake that she used to have a cottage on, so we'd always go out there. And this was, we were walking around town in winter because it was maple syrup, it was almost maple syrup, and we like going and we always walked around town. And then the bottom picture is when she came to watch me at homecoming because I was on homecoming court, so she came to support me. And I just don't know what I'd do without her. Like, I haven't talked to her in a while, and she just sent me a text saying that she loves me, like she always just tells me that she loves me, or I always just randomly tell her that I love her so we know that we still are there for each other. And random things about me. I absolutely love the movie Despicable Me and Real Steel. I watch Real Steel every day before
Noisy
I go to
boy.
bed. Most people might think it's weird that I watch it, but I'm absolutely in love with that little kid that's on there because he is so adorable.
Can you do the dance?
Come on! I don't know, I think it's just like a passionate movie about how his dad pretty much gave up on him before he was born, but then him and his dad became like best friends. Then when his dad went to give him away, I got really mad at the movie and I didn't want to watch it, but I'm glad I did because his dad gives him the last fight with Adam that he wanted, because he wanted, like, if you guys don't know the movie, Adam is this robot that he found at a junkyard, and his dad made him dig it out by himself by a cliff that he almost died on, and his dad leaves him, and he has to dig this robot out because he says, like, the arm was sticking out, so, like, Adam saved him. That's the only way he would have lived because Adam caught his shirt, so he was hanging there off of Adam's arm. And so then his dad made him dig it out, and he didn't get up there till the next morning, and he was really mad at his dad, and his dad wanted to take that robot for himself and fight it, but his dad is careless about fighting with the robots, so he just, like, the robots, like, are killed instantly in the fight because he goes for the big fight thinking he's a big shot, and he's not. So this little boy gets to fight this robot, and they win a bunch of money because the little kid's smart about it, and then at the end, they get beat up by this guy, and it talks about it in the beginning of the movie, but then his dad gives him back to his aunt because this little boy's mom died, so the dad just gives him back to his aunt because he doesn't want the boy getting hurt or anything, but then it shows that the dad goes back to the boy one last time, so he gives him the fight that he wants, and it's just really passionate because I wish me and my dad were that close and we could do things like that. And then the mud fight one, that's my aunt's house, and that's Michaela, Winnie, me, Katie Detweiler, and my sister. And there's two four-wheelers, and we paired up on teams. We act like little kids, but we paired up on teams, and we went and like there's a bunch of woods and it's really muddy out there, and the person on the back would stick their arm out and grab the mud, and we'd go by each other and throw the mud at each other, so it was pretty much mud fight on four-wheelers. We were having fun. And then tubing. I absolutely love going tubing. That bottom picture was an experience because we were messing around, and it's a 3-person tube, and we fit 4 on it. And it's Katie.
Plowing a lot of water.
It's Katie and Allison in the red, and then it's Sam and me on the bottom. And it was really hard because like me and Sam were trying to hold the 2 on top of us weight, so we just always find a way to have fun. And then my cousin Casey's in the corner, and he thinks he's a show off on the little tube jumping on the waves, but he's not. And then this picture is of Katie, and she put embarrassing pictures of me on there, so that's an embarrassing picture of her trying to get her game face on to go
Cool.
tubing. And she has her tongue sticking out, and the look on her face was just funny, so I put that on there. And the top picture, we went to Chicago, and that was a $300 penguin that me and Brittany Raymond absolutely wanted. It was huge, but my mom wouldn't buy it for me because it was $300, so she said no. And then the other 2 pictures is something like, this is last Christmas, and that was the year before, and my Aunt Ryan and Brittany have always been together since then, so she always comes to Christmas with us. In the first year, we got matching slippers, as you can see, and I absolutely love them. I wear them everywhere, and if I would have remembered, I would have worn them today. And then I have my shirt on, and we all got matching M&M shirts this year, and we wear them every time we're together, and we always wear M&M shirts and have slippers. And that's the story of my life.